First, we've got a story to look into this issue. Now, all schools across Kenya were had opened by were set to open by January the 5th for the academic year. However, this was disrupted by a nationwide strike that was called off on the 15th of January, about 10 days later. And 4 days later, on the 19th of January, all teachers returned to their workstations except those assigned to Wajir, Garissa, Marsabit and Mandera counties. The back and forth between the teachers and their employer has continued at the expense of learners in the forgotten north.
As teachers in Nairobi camp outside the Teacher Service Commission headquarters, there are those that have defied the call and have returned to work despite claims of insecurity and harassment by natives of northeastern region.
We are back to work for 2015 January 1st term, and everything is now running normally in Mandera after the incident that happened last year. That was an isolated incident that will appeal to everybody who loves this country to treat it as an isolated case.
The local teachers and the non-local teachers are served equally. We've never had crisis before.
We have had a very good working relationship with our teachers. In most cases, we provide our teachers with free housing when institutional housings are available. We don't charge them a cent. We go an extra length in providing beddings and mattresses and the cutleries when they are new. We give them interest. In many cases, we even go to the extent of buying them food until they get their salaries.
Mandera County was ranked as the poorest performing county in the national results of KCPE in 2012 with a mean score of 182 marks, and in subsequent years the performance has not improved. Despite the dire statistics, teachers have chosen their security over the calling.
Kuna mwalimu alichapwa kichapo kizuri na mpaka akapelekwa hospitali.
If our teachers are so aggrieved, if our teachers have been molested in Northeastern, why must they wait for an unfortunate incident where 64 people died in Mandera County to bring out all this? Why must they not have reported and put it on record, either with the county directors of TSC or with the police stations, which are all manned by non-locals?
We are being marginalized in this area. They could have not called us to offer our services to this area. Some of us are being treated very well, like personally, our manager sent for all our teachers air ticket to come back to Mandera.
189 public primary schools and 44 secondary schools have been affected by this boycott.
Walimu hawatarudi Mandera, walimu hawatarudi Wajir, walimu hawatarudi Garissa.
If they don't want to go back, ambao wengine wanafanya ukora just because they never wanted to work in that place and those were the only jobs available when they're being recruited, just go and resign and look for another job. We'll recruit some more teachers from the rest of the country again and take them there.
While residents agree that security has been an issue of concern, they say that the teachers are blowing it out of proportion.
Na sikia watu wanaongea huko na huko kusema sijui huko usalama ni mbaya, na waeleza kwanza issue ya the teachers waje warudi wafanye kazi. Mimi niko Mandera sahizi na waeleza ya kwamba usalama iko shwari.
It is very unfortunate that the whole secretary is keeping teachers in Nairobi, turning the KNUT office to be a bedroom for teachers, giving them bread and tell them not to go to report for duties in Northeastern Province.
I advise the chairman of NAT, the secretary of NAT, Mr. Sosion, to stop misleading other Kenyans on the situation in Mandera, because first, he's never been to Mandera himself. He doesn't know the situation in Mandera.
As the first term for all public and private schools across the country draw near towards the end, it will be a different matter to comprehend for school-going children in Garissa, Wajir, Marsabit and Mandera if teachers do not come to rescue their syllabus that has already fallen behind schedule. Stanley Mbichu, KTN, Nairobi.